Good morning all of you. In this video let me see the topic relationship between zeros and coefficients of cubic polynomial. I hope so you're all clear with quadratic polynomial. In my last video I taught a quadratic relationship between the coefficients and zeros of quadratic polynomial. Here it is a cubic polynomial, right? So before we enter to the problem we should know that what is the relation between zeros and coefficients of cubic polynomial, right? So first one, let me consider the general form of a cubic polynomial ax cube plus bx squared plus cx plus d equal to 0, right? Where a not equal to 0. Next one, let we just consider this is the general form. Then next, alpha, beta, gamma be the zeros of a quadratic polynomial, right? So in a quadratic polynomial, maximum how many zeros? It is a 3. So I just consider 3 zeros maximum. It is alpha, beta, gamma be the zeros of a cubic polynomial, not a quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, right? Next, sum of the first relation between zeros and the coefficients, right? So first one, sum of the zeros. So sum of the zeros means we can sum all the zeros in a cubic polynomial. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. The minus b is here, that is coefficient of x squared. It is not. It is in a quadratic polynomial, that is coefficient of x, but here it is coefficient of x squared. So please be conscious during the problem, right? So that is minus b by a, which is equal to minus coefficient of x squared by a value, obviously it is a coefficient of x cube, right? So next one, sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time, right? Now we just consider the 2 zeros as well as sum as well as a product, right? So alpha beta, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, right? We should multiply when we have to take a pair of two zeros, and we should multiply 2 zeros and we can add all the zeros, right? So alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, which is equal to c by a, right? So c is a coefficient of x. In the quadratic polynomial it is a constant, but here it is coefficient of x divided by a value coefficient of x cube, right? Then third relation, product of zeros. Product of zeros is nothing but we have to multiply all the zeros. So that is alpha into beta into gamma, which is equal to minus d by a, that is minus d is here constant by a is a coefficient of x cube, right? Any doubt? In this cubic polynomial, actually the 3 relation between zeros and coefficients. The first one is sum of the zero, second one is sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time. Next, product of the zeros, right? So next, I hope you all clear this 3 relation. You just bike out this 3 relation, that is more important. If you want to know how the relations came, you can check my concept video. I gave a clear explanation for this, right? How it is came. Clear? Next, when you are focusing for the problem, it is enough. When you are focusing for the concept, you can check the concept. But it is when you are doing a problem, we have to use this formula also. It is enough for doing a problem, right? Next, type of problems. Okay. In this cubic polynomial, which are the possible way of questions they rise in exams, right? Board exams. So first one, cubic polynomial. They given a cubic polynomial, one cubic polynomial. Then we should find out the zeros of a cubic polynomial, right? We should find out the zeros of a cubic polynomial. So maximum 3 zeros. We should find out the 3 zero of a cubic polynomial. Next, we can verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients of cubic polynomial, right? So that is the first type. Second type, zeros of a polynomial. They given a zeros of polynomial. Clear? They given zeros of polynomial. They given a 3 zeros. We should make a cubic polynomial, right? We should form a cubic polynomial using the given zeros, right? Then we should verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients as usual, right? The relationship is the given here, right? We have to verify these 3 relationships, right? Are you all clear? So okay, now we enter to the problem. First type. The first type, find the zeros of given cubic polynomial. So first we should find out the zeros of a cubic polynomial, right? Next, polynomial x cube minus 2x squared minus x plus 2, and verify the relationship between the coefficients and its zeros, right? After the finding zeros, we should verify the zeros with the coefficients of cubic polynomial, right? So okay. Now we have to check whether they given in a polynomial, it is in standard form or not. And also we can take let p of x equal to x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2, right? Now it is in standard form, right? So when we want to find the zeros of a any polynomial, first we should find out the factors, right? When we find the factors, after the using the factors, we can easily find out the zeros. So here it is a cubic polynomial, right? Maybe it is a quadratic polynomial. You can use this middle term splitting method. So many methods are there to find out the factors. But here it is a cubic polynomial. So it is very easy. First, you can check a constant term. What is the constant term here? First, we should find out the factors, right? It has three factors. So we can find out three factors. After the finding factors, use the factors to find out the zeros, right? So first we can find out the first zero, right? It has three zeros, right? It's maximum three zeros. So first we can find out the first zero, what it is, right? One after zero. So now we can take a last term, constant term. What it is here? 2. So write it 2. Now, which are the numbers can divide a 2? That means which are the factors are there in a 2? So 1 is a one of the factor. Sorry, 1 is a one of the factor and 2 is a one of the factor, right? Clear? So let me check. Now we had two numbers, right? Now instead of x value, we can substitute 1 and 2. When we get a value of this polynomial is 0, that particular given particular x value is a one of the 0 of the given polynomial, right? Right? When you find the value of the polynomial for the particular x value, then when it is a 0, the particular x value is a one of the 0 of this polynomial, right? So okay, let me find out. Now instead of x, I can put x is equal to 1. Only you can take factors of the constant terms, right? It is one of the way, right? Now factors of the constant term, first one is 1, so I just x is equal to 1. So p of 1 is equal to 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square minus 1 plus 2, right? Then 1 cube 1 minus 1 squared 1 into 2 minus 1 plus 2, right? Here plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2, right? So 0. So which is equal to 0. Therefore, the particular x value, x is equal to 1, the particular x value now, when you're putting a x is equal to 1 in this polynomial, we get the value of a polynomial is 0. So 1 is a plus 1 is a 0 of a p of x, right? So we find out one of the 0, right? Actually, the cubic polynomial has the 3 zeros. So we find out the 1 0, one of the 0 from the cubic polynomial. Now, one of the 0, it is a one of the 0. So let me take it is alpha. So alpha is equal to plus 1, right? So now we can convert the 0 as a factor. Is it easy for us? So alpha x minus 1 is a 0, sorry, factor of given p of x, right? It is a factor. One of the factor, right? X minus is a factor of p of x. Is a one of the factor, right? Because 0 is a plus 1. So factor, it is obviously x minus 1 is a factor, right? Clear? So next, now we can use this factor and we can divide the p of x by this factor. We can get a quadratic polynomial, right? Are you clear? Actually, we have to divide p of x by the given p of x, the p of x cubic polynomial by this factor. We can get a quadratic polynomial. From the quadratic polynomial, we can easily find out the two factors. The quadratic polynomial. From the quadratic polynomial, we can easily find out the two factors. From the factors, we can easily find out the zeros of a quadratic polynomial, right? So now we can divide p of x. Actually, we take this given cubic polynomial as a p of x divided by x minus 1. When we divide this, we can get a one quadratic polynomial. So we are dividing here, right? Sure. Next, as usual, polynomial division. What is the p of x in a given problem? X cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2 is divided by x minus 1. Are you all clear? So now, I hope you all know the polynomial division. We learned from this 9th standard, right? Okay, let me explain one more time. Now, as usual, first you can take a first term, x cube divided by, here first term, x. So what is the remaining? X, here x cube. So 3x, x into x, 1x can be cancelled. So remaining 2x. So x square. So that is, you can put it here, x square. In this x square, you can put it here. So x squared into x, x cube. Then x squared into minus 1 minus x square. Right? Now you can change the symbol. Minus, here plus. So 0, minus cancel, 0. Now minus 2x square, here plus x square. So what it is? Minus x square, then as usual down the minus x. Now you can take this x square, minus x square divided by the first term x. So here x square, here x, so remaining minus x. You can put it here, minus x. So minus x into x, minus x square, minus x into minus 1, plus 1x, that is x. So change the symbol, here plus, here minus. So cancel, here minus 2x, then down plus 2 also. Now minus 2x divided by x, so x cancel, remaining 2 minus 2. So put it here, minus 2. So what it is? Minus 2 into x, minus 2x, minus 2 into minus 1, plus 2. So change the symbol, plus, minus, so 0. Right? So we find out the quadratic polynomial, that is we can take it as a q of x. We just assume it is a q of x. It all clear? Any doubt on this? So now we find out the quadratic polynomial, what it is. The quadratic polynomial is x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. Now from this quadratic polynomial we can find out the factors, right? From this quadratic polynomial we can find out the factors. Then from the factors you can easily find out the zeros. Now as usual method to find the factors. How it is? 1 into minus 2, right? Multiplication. 1 into minus 2, that is minus 2. Then sum of the value minus 1. Minus 1. Now you can find out a 2 number. When we multiply a 2 number it became minus 2, and add a 2 number it became a minus 1. That is minus 2 1 plus 1. Right? So it is a 2 numbers. Then it can be divided by coefficient of x square, that is 1. So when you divide by 1, 1, here also 1, the same value. So we can, after finding the number, you can convert into the factors, that is x minus 2, x plus 1, right? So x minus 2, x plus 1, which is equal to 0, right? Then x minus 2 equal to 0 or x plus 1 equal to 0, x is equal to plus 2, x is equal to minus 1. So first one is, we already take it, this one as a alpha. So now we can take it as a beta 2, then gamma minus 1, right? Now we find out the 3 zeros, right? Okay. So given a cubic polynomial, through the cubic polynomial what we did, we find out the first factor, first 0, then in the first 0 we can convert into the factor, then the factor, we can using the factor to divide the p of x, then we can get the quadratic polynomial as usual division. Then from the quadratic we find the quadratic polynomial. After finding a quadratic polynomial, from the quadratic polynomial we find out the factors. Then after the factors, then convert the factor as a zeros, then we find out the remaining zeros also, right? So we find out the 3 zeros. Alpha is equal to plus 1, beta is equal to 2, gamma is equal to minus 1, right? So the zeros are alpha plus 1, beta 2, gamma minus 1, right? Alpha minus alpha 1, beta 2, gamma minus 1, right? Now let me check a relationship between zeros and cubic polynomial, right? Are you clear? Actually we find out the zeros. After we can check the verify the relationship between zeros and cubic polynomial. So first relation, sum of zeros. Before we enter to the relation, we can write the ABC value, right? So from the equation, cubic equation, A value, B value, C value, D value, you can find it. So what is the A value here in this polynomial? A 1, B minus 2, C minus 1, D plus 2, right? So A equal to plus 1, B is equal to minus 2, C is equal to minus 1, D is equal to, let me check, D is equal to 2, right? D is equal to 2. Clear? Actually from the polynomial we get A, B, C values, right? A, B, C, D values. So sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to, what is the relation? That is minus B by A, right? So B is a coefficient of x square, right? Okay, no need. Now we can take left hand side, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 minus 1. Now it is a value is 2, right? Then we can take right hand side, minus B by A. What is the minus B here? Minus B, minus of minus 2 divided by A value 1. So minus of minus 2, that is plus 2. So plus 2, right? So both are same. So verify the first one. Clear? Very clear? So second one, it's not comfortable. Okay. Now second one. Next second one is sum of product of 2 zeros, right? Sum of product of 2 zeros. So that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to C by A, right? So alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to C by A. So now we can find out alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha. So alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha is equal to, what is the alpha value here? Alpha value 1 into 2 plus 2 into minus 1 plus minus 1 into plus 1, right? So 1 2s are 2 plus 1 minus 1 minus 2 into minus, sorry, 2 into minus 1 minus 2 plus minus 1 into plus 1 minus 1. Next 1 minus 2 minus 1. So minus 3, when you are adding a negative number, this is a negative, so minus 3. So negative 2, right? Next is C by A. From the equation, what is the C value? C value minus 1, D value, A value, that is 1. Here I did a mistake. Actually 1 into 2 became 2, right? So 2, here also 2 to cancel, remaining minus 1, right? So the answer is minus 1. So minus B by A, which is equal to minus 1. So minus 1, verified. Clear? Any other doubt? Next, third condition, product of the zeros. This is very easy for us. What it is? Alpha, beta, gamma is equal to minus D by A. So take left hand side, alpha, beta, gamma, which is equal to D by A. What is the D value here? D value, that is 2. So minus 2 by 1. Sorry, what is the alpha beta value? Alpha value 1 into 2 into minus 1, which is equal to minus 2. Next, D by A. D value minus 2 by 1, that is minus 2. So both are minus 2, verified. Right? Clear? All clear? So when they given a quadratic polynomial, will you all able to find out the zeros? Right? Then after finding a zeros, will you all able to verify the relationship between zeros? Right? Next, type 2. Actually, in this type 2, they given a zeros. We should find out the cubic polynomial, right? They given a 3 zeros, maximum 3 zeros. So we can find out the cubic polynomial, right? So, but let me take an example. Find the cubic polynomial because the zeros are 1, 2, minus 1, and verify the relationship between zeros also. Actually, in this problem, they given a zeros of cubic polynomial. We should find out the cubic polynomial. After finding a cubic polynomial, we should verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients, right? So solution, first one, the zeros are alpha is equal to 1, beta 2, gamma minus 1, right? Okay, now we can find out the zeros of a quadratic polynomial, sorry, cubic polynomial. So the general form of cubic polynomial, actually the general form of cubic polynomial is x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole x square plus alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. Actually in this general form is when they given a zeros, it is a general form, right? Check. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha the whole x minus alpha beta gamma, which is equal to 0, right? Now instead of alpha beta gamma, you can substitute the value and you can simplify, you can get the cubic polynomial, right? It is one of the method when they given a zeros. Next I will explain the one more method also, right? Wait, now we can find this, we can use this method to find out the cubic polynomial. So first x cube minus alpha value 1, beta value 2, gamma value minus 1, so minus 1 the whole x square plus alpha beta, that is 1 into 2 plus 2 into minus 1 plus minus 1 into plus 1 the whole x minus 1 into 2 into minus 1 equal to 0. Next x cube minus 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 3, 3 minus 1 2, right? So 2x square plus 1 into 2 2 plus 2 into minus 1 minus 2 plus minus 1 the whole x minus 1 into 2 2 into minus 1 minus 2, which is equal to 0. Next x cube minus 2x square, we can add it, 2 cancel here, so minus 1, so minus 1x here plus 2 equal to 0. Now we find out the cubic polynomial x cube minus 2 x square minus x plus 2 equal to 0 is a required cubic polynomial, right? It is the one method. The another one method is let me explain here. What are the zeros they given? That is 1 2 1 2 and minus 1, right? Now these are 1 2 minus 1. These are the zeros, right? Now we can convert the 0 as a factors. So nothing should be changed. X plus 1, x plus 2, x minus 1. Now we find out the factors. Now we can use distributive property, distributive multiplication distribution property. You can use it to multiply and you can get a value, right? When you are multiplying these three factors, you can get x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2, right? So these are required cubic polynomial, right? Clear? Either you can do it any one method, it is right. Next, verification of a cubic polynomial, right? So the verification of a cubic relationship between coefficient and zeros. So first one, sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta plus gamma. So sum of the zeros, what it is, that is minus b by a. So alpha plus beta plus gamma. What is the alpha plus beta gamma? Alpha value 1, beta value 2, then gamma value minus 1. The value is equal to 2. Then minus b by a. Minus b value, from the equation b value is, you can write this is a, b value minus 2. So minus of minus 2 divided by 1. So minus of minus 2 plus 2 by 1. So plus 2 by 1 2. So verified. Clear? Next, second condition, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a. So alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to alpha value 1 into 2 plus 2 into minus 1 plus minus 1 into plus 1. So 1 2s are 2 plus minus 2 plus minus 1. So 2 minus 2, 2 minus 2 minus 1. So the answer is minus 1, right? Next we can find out c by a, right? So we can use here c by a. C value in this polynomial, c value is minus 1. So minus 1 by 1, that is minus 1. So both are equal, verified, right? So next one, third relationship, alpha beta gamma is equal to minus d by a. Alpha value 1, alpha beta gamma is equal to 1 into 2 into minus 1. 1 to 2, 2 into minus 1, minus 2. So minus d by a. Here minus d value is 2. So minus of 2 by 1. So minus 2. So both are equal. So verified. Right? Are you all clear? When they given a zeros of a cubic polynomial, will you all able to find out the cubic polynomial? Right? You can use either any one method to find out. Then after finding a cubic polynomial, you can verify the relationship between coefficients and zeros, right? I hope you're all clear how to find the cubic polynomial when they given a zeros, as well as how to find out the zeros when they given a cubic polynomial, right? So I hope you're all clear. Thank you all of you. If it is any doubt, you can ask me in comment. I'll give some problems for practice. You should practice which are the problems I given here. Thank you all of you.